Finally, a little light every day. In winter, the darkness here stretches on for months. It's minus 25 degrees Celsius, and the ground is permafrost. There are more polar bears than humans on Spitsbergen. But one of those humans, Benjamin Vidmar, grows herbs and vegetables here, a pioneering idea.
And this one, I think, looks good, 2. And then this one, 3, 4. The 4th one is on the table there. So.
Vidmar and his employee, Hege Giske, harvest the crops grown in the lab, as he calls this room. It has an almost tropical climate in the midst of a frozen wilderness. He's planted cress, basil, and other plants.
So did you see that we got the humidity up now? After we moved the tower in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we lifted it from 20 to almost 45–50%.
Yeah, definitely.
That's so much better.
They're learning to farm in these extremes by trial and error. There's no experience to draw on. Vidmar came up with the idea because he was desperate for fresh produce. One day, he even hopes to grow some tomatoes. They would be the northernmost crop of them on Earth. It's pitch black here by 3 in the afternoon. Benjamin's used to that by now. He's originally from Florida, but 10 years ago, the ship's cook washed up on the shores of the icy Norwegian island.
Actually, I enjoy the dark season. It's how do we cope with the light season, that's the challenge. But the dark season is very relaxed, and you don't have to do too much. But when the light comes back, you get very busy and you have to run all of the time. So it's the challenge is you don't know how to shut it off. But for me, the dark season is just take it easy.
Whether dark or light, Vidmar's business is booming. He's barely able to keep up with demand, and capacities are limited. Spitsbergen is located nearly 1,000 kilometers north of the next populated settlement. Practically everything has to be flown in, including produce.
Yes. Hi. Hello, chef.
But that's expensive and bad for the environment.
Yeah, I have some greens for you.
So Vidmar is trying to show that there are other options.
And
I talked to the other chefs also, and they have visited him in this permaculture, so we have been to him and check it out, and it's amazing to have these fresh herbs in Svalbard, you know. We give him all the back.
Benjamin collects the leftover plant material for composting.
okay, thank you. Have a good shift.
Yeah.
Take care.
Yeah, we keep in touch.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
This isn't a UFO. It's the gardener's greenhouse. In the darkness of the polar night, it's 20 below in here. But when spring brings back the light, it'll turn lush and green.
We have some days, you know, during the midnight sun, there's sun, in theory, 24 hours a day, so it just moves around in the sky, and it can get like 25, 30 degrees in here. I really would like to do some root vegetables, carrots, potatoes would be nice.
The greenhouse and its builders have achieved a certain notoriety.
Hello, my name is Benjamin Vidmar, and I'm doing this tour with you today.
Nearly every day, he has a lot of curious visitors.
Also the lab and the dome. I didn't start it to save the world. I just said, you know, I wanted to have the freshest food possible.
And hardly any of the guests leave without sampling it. Nothing is as tasty as reindeer with a side of mashed potato and vegetables. Although this time, only the basil has come from Vidmar's garden. The American is a big fan of his adopted home.
I'm here with my family, and we really love it here. And it's like, we always want to go away, but then as soon as we go away, we all miss it. So, you know, so then we run back here.
German student Anna Kexel helps out with planting in the garden. She's a little more critical of the settlement in the far north.
Personally, I don't see Spitsbergen as a place where people should be living, because it's got such an extreme climate, and it's so unsustainable to live here. But there will never come a time when people don't live here, so I think it's a very good idea to try growing your own plants here.
But her boss says it's about more than just having fresh vegetables on Spitsbergen.
These techniques that we develop here can be used to grow food in this inner city. It can be used to grow food on different islands, so it has many, you know, applications to other places as well. So if we can do it here, it can be done anywhere. This is the most challenging place to do it.
Benjamin Vidmar believes that if his ideas can take root in Spitsbergen, they could grow practically anywhere.